Hello again, and this week we're back for another video. But before I review this figure, I think it's time I thank you guys all for 2,000 subscribers. Now, we did hit it a lot sooner than expected, so I do not have the 2k subs video ready yet, and it probably won't be ready for a while. However, when I do post it, it'll probably be around 2,500 subs. But anyways, I guess it's time to review this build. So here is my custom Speed Champions Hot Rod. Now I decided to name him Hot Rod because it's a name I thought suited the build. And definitely not just a slapped-on name because he coincidentally happened to have some flames, even though they're not on the hood and they are on the roof. Because it just so happened that sticker had these flames on it. And no stickers were hurt during the making of this video, so I had to leave it on. And I also used these rims from the Ferrari F40 Speed Champions set, even though it was a 6-wide one. And my least favourite part is this grille section, but overall, I think this is a good emulation of a Speed Champions car. It's more of just a resemblance of a car, it's not really based on any specific model. But I did take some inspiration from the McLaren F1 Speed Champions set, where the headlights are concerned, as the build for them is nearly identical, as you can see here. And I'd also like to mention this build is inspired by the SDSE build for Dead End, who was a Speed Champions car. So here he is with Legacy Scrap Hook, as well as multiple other comparisons. And here he is with Jeep B, just to give you a sense of scale. So he does fit in with the Speed Champions quite nicely, but obviously the newer 8-wide models. He also took heavy inspiration from this animated blur. I'll get to that later, as it is more clear in the transformation. So he definitely is around minifigure scale, as obviously he is Speed Champion scale. So back to the inspiration. The first part that was inspired by him is you have to remove this piece, as it does become a shield for the robot mode. So you can see now they look even closer. And the inspiration here was definitely on purpose, not because I couldn't fit this part into the transformation. But speaking of the transformation, we might as well get right into that. So I'd just say he's definitely not the most complex build, and his robot mode is definitely not what you'd be expecting. But in my opinion, it turned out decent for what it is. Nah, I'm just kidding, he's ugly as shit. So the first step here is we're going to take this windshield piece and hinge it up using these hinges, obviously. And the next step is we're going to come to the fat spoiler, and using these hinges, we'll just rotate the sides of it around. It did actually need to be this wide though, just due to making it more stable. And now we can fold it up, as this will form the backpack. Next, we can rotate around these taillight sections, so it should look like that. And once we've done this, we can start by moving out the legs, or what will become the legs. And next, using some ball joints, we can fold up the torso, while also compressing the legs again, which basically made that other step redundant. Now, using some more hinges, we can fold the arms out to the side and rotate them down, so it should look like that. And you can already see this guy is going to be ugly. But next, we can rotate around the head, and we can also hinge down the head and rotate the panel to fill it out. These are actually done in the opposite steps, I'm just an idiot. But his head should look something like this. Next, we can come to the backpack, and using these ratchet hinges, we can just fold it up, and it should compress something like that. Next, we can rotate down the abnormally long legs. And you can already start to see how lanky this guy is going to be. Next, we can rotate around these foot pieces. And already you can see the stupid proportions of this guy. Like, what the hell is that? To be honest, I don't even know what I've built here. This thing is an absolute abomination, and it's pretty obvious that the car mode took priority, because I needed that sweet, sweet thumbnail. But he does have this cool claw, and this cannon. The reason he doesn't have 2 claws is because I couldn't fit them into the transformation. He also has these stupid ass feet, but they do support him quite well. But like I said, the car mode obviously took priority, and this is probably one of the worst robot modes I've done. He was slightly animated lockdown inspired with those tower-like legs, But to be honest, he wasn't really inspired by anything. Those things just turned out really ugly. And I definitely should have added more steps to the transformation for the legs. But anyways, I guess this was just my first Speed Champions build. And I'm not even sure how this thing reached the light of day. Now, to give myself some credit, the legs here would look a lot better on an actually good proportioned robot. But apart from that, this guy looks hideous. So here he is with animated blur. And his shield piece can clip into the shoulder, not the forearm, because apparently I'm just an idiot. And by this point in the build, I was done with this guy. I wanted to burn him. I was ready to smash this guy into oblivion, so I decided, let's just clip it onto the shoulder and not think about it too much. And here he is with Bumblebee movie, Ironhide. And you can see how stupid this guy looks. And here he is with Studio Series Scourge. So if you thought Scourge was lanky, look again, because I've got your new best guy. And here he is with a minifigure who he absolutely dwarfs. Now I'm not going to cover articulation, because I can't bear to look at this thing any longer. So let's get back to the car mode, shall we? Much better. Because at least the car mode I can actually bear to look at. Now, I hope everyone enjoyed this more laid-back video, where I'm not speaking like an absolute robot. And if you want more of this style video, please let me know down below. And again, I'd like to thank everybody for 2,000 subscribers. And as I've previously said, I would like to hit 5,000 by the end of the year, so if you want to make that happen, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And just a quick side note, if you've noticed some of the shorts have been re-uploaded from my second channel, this is because I think I'm planning on deleting the second channel. Or, at the very least, changing it into a different style channel that is not related to Transformers. So I'll probably be deleting the shorts off there, which is why I've been uploading them here. And they have actually been getting decent views for me putting in no effort. I'd also like to mention how ungodly loud these two guinea pigs can be while trying to record. These things will not stop drinking, eating, or running about while I'm recording. But anyways, have a great day, and I'll see everybody next week for another video.